Saturday, 29th of August 2015. First, let's look at the paper highlights from Daily Mirror. President gets more muscle. SLFP-CC empowers MS to nominate opposition leader, deputy speaker, MPs to ministerial posts. President Maithripala Sirisena further consolidated his position in the Sri Lanka Freedom Party when the party's central committee entrusted him the power to decide on the nomination of members to the posts of opposition leader, deputy speaker and chief opposition whip. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. Paddy to be stored in Mattala Airport stores, PMB. The Paddy Marketing Board said yesterday it had received the approval of Sri Lankan Airlines and the Airport and Aviation Company to obtain storage facilities of the Mattala Rajapaksa International Airport to store the paddy harvest of the Hambantota district in the Yala season. PMB Chairman MD Dissanayake said they would take steps to return the stores to the MRIA in good condition after finishing their work. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. Cases against Anura and Susil withdrawn. The two lawsuits preventing Anura Priyadarshana Yapa and Susil Premajayantha from functioning as General Secretaries of the SLFP and UPFA were yesterday withdrawn by plaintiffs Duminda Dissanayake and Professor Vishwa Varnapala. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. No glitches at BOC in Seychelles. Bank of Ceylon Chairman Ronald Pereira said yesterday the Seychelles branch of the BOC was functioning smoothly and there were no grey areas in its setting up process in January 2014. He told Daily Mirror the bank had launched an inquiry into the circumstances that led to the establishment of the branch because of allegations of wrongdoings. More highlights from Daily Mirror. RADA case, SIU grills PBJ. Former Treasury Secretary PB Jayasundara was yesterday grilled by the Special Investigation Unit and his statement recorded over an alleged fraud of state funds at the Reconstruction and Development Agency, police said. Police spokesman Ruwan Gunasekara said Mr. Jayasundara was questioned because it was under his watch as Treasury Secretary in 2006 that the fraud is alleged to have taken place. RADA's former Finance and Administration Director Jayantha Samarasinghe had on an earlier date been arrested by the SIU in this connection and remanded. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. Water supply to Colombo suburbs disrupted again. The water supply to Colombo, Sri Jayawardhanapura Kotte and Dehiwala Mount Lavinia was disrupted yesterday after patches of oil were detected in the Kalani River, the National Water Supply and Drainage Board said. The contamination had resulted in the Ambatala water treatment plant being forced to limit the supply of water to consumers in the mentioned areas. The NWSDB said it hoped to resume the supply of water as soon as the contamination of the river was cleared up. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. I don't have dual citizenship. Geeta. Rejecting media reports that her parliamentary seat would be annulled on the grounds that she had dual citizenship, Galle District MP-elect Mrs. Geeta Kumarasinghe told the Daily Mirror yesterday that she didn't have dual citizenship and she would definitely take oaths as a member of parliament on September 1st. More highlights from Daily Mirror. UGGNF seeks EC approval to revert to JHU. The United Good Governance National Front led by former Minister Pathali Champika Ranawaka yesterday said it was awaiting a response from the Elections Commissioner to change its names back to the Jathika Hela Urumaya. Now let's move to the paper highlights from Ceylon today. Smaller parties in UPFA plan new alliance. Several political parties and organizations connected to the United People's Freedom Alliance have opened discussions to establish a new political alliance targeting the upcoming local government elections. Leader of the Pivithuru Hela Urumaya and UPFA Colombo District Parliamentarian Udaya Gammanpila told Ceylon today that discussions are underway regarding the constitution of this alliance and its objectives. He said a powerful political figure is tipped to be the leader of this alliance. Another highlight from Ceylon today. EC promises tough action against polls law violators. Election Commissioner Mahinda Deshapriya told Ceylon today that legal action will be taken against all persons who will be confirmed as having violated election laws during the recently concluded general election. Another highlight from Ceylon today. SLFP cabinet appointments. The Central Committee of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party met yesterday and empowered President Maithripala Sirisena to decide on appointing SLFP MPs to the cabinet, appointing the opposition leader, opposition whip and deputy speaker. Another highlight from Ceylon today. AG's advice sought. The Sri Lanka Freedom Party is seeking the Attorney General's advice regarding complaints received against United People's Freedom Alliance parliamentarians who possess dual citizenship being elected to parliament at the recent election. General Secretary of the SLFP Duminda Dissanayake said since the party has received several complaints, they decided to obtain the Attorney General's advice on what appropriate legal action should be taken regarding any member of parliament who has dual citizenship. Under the 19th Amendment to the Constitution, an individual who possesses dual citizenship forfeits the right to stand for election to Parliament. Another highlight from Ceylon today. Injunctions against Yapa and Cecil, Duminda Vishwa withdrew cases. Colombo Additional District Judge Harsha Setunga yesterday granted permission to Sri Lanka Freedom Party Secretary Duminda Disanayake and United People's Freedom Alliance Secretary Vishwa Varnapala to withdraw cases filed in court on 14th August 2015. More highlights from Ceylon today. Front row seat for MR in Parliament. Secretary General of Parliament WBD Disanayake told Ceylon today that since he had as yet not been informed of how many people's representatives will be included in a national government, he was unable to make definite seat allocations in Parliament. That will be ironed out as soon as the composition of the national government was confirmed, he said. Another highlight from Ceylon today. 3 constitutional amendments soon. 3 amendments to the Constitution are scheduled to be tabled in Parliament within the next 6 months, including the 20th Amendment to reform the electoral system, an amendment to further reduce executive powers to strengthen good governance and devolution of power, government sources said. Another highlight from Ceylon today. Disciplinary inquiry against Vidura. Court could lose seat in Parliament. The Sri Lanka Freedom Party has decided to hold a disciplinary inquiry within the next few days against Sri Lanka Freedom Party Member of Parliament-elect and Horana electorate organizer Vidura Vikramanayake. Another highlight from Ceylon today. Kalani water safe. Contaminants cleared. The National Water Supply and Drainage Board confirmed yesterday that although there had been a case of oil contamination in the Kalani River, necessary steps were implemented to restore safe water supplies in the affected areas. Now let's move to the paper highlights from Daily News. Chamal to join National Unity Government would stand along with President Sirisena's position. We have to go along with decision of party leadership. Former Speaker and UPFA MP-elect Chamal Rajapaksa is to join the National Unity Government. Speaking to the Daily News yesterday, Rajapaksa said he would stand along with the position of the SLFP party chairman and President Maithripala Sirisena on forming a unity government. He said he was willing to give the necessary strength required to form a government to carry out the functions of the state uninterruptedly. Politics is an ideology and a discipline. We have to abide by the party leader's decision, he noted. Another highlight from Daily News. JVP MP to make special statement in Parliament. JVP Nationalist Parliamentarian Sarath Chandrasri Mayadunna will make a special statement in Parliament after taking oaths on September 1st. He told the Daily News that he will take a decision whether to continue as a member of Parliament after taking oaths. Speculation was rife that Mayadunna was planning to resign from Parliament soon after taking oaths. Another highlight from Daily News. UPFA SLFP General Secretaries withdraw cases against predecessors. UPFA General Secretary Professor Vishwa Varnapala and SLFP General Secretary Duminda Disanayake, who filed cases against their predecessors Susil Premajayanta and Anurupriya Darshana Yapa, withdrew the complaints when the cases were taken up for hearing before Colombo Chief District Judge Harsha Setunga yesterday. Professor Varnapala and Disanayake had sought an enjoining order allowing them to work in their new posts as SLFP and UPFA General Secretaries without any hindrance. Another highlight from Daily News. Appointment of ministers. JVP to ask for Parliament debate. The JVP would ask for a debate in Parliament over the number of ministers appointed under the National Unity Government, its leader Anurukumara Disanayake said. The JVP leader told the Daily News that the 19th Amendment to the Constitution restricts the number of cabinet ministers to 30. More highlights from Daily News. Construction sector should be streamlined. President. The construction sector should be streamlined under a proper national policy aiming to bring maximum benefits to the nation, President Maithripala Sirisena said. The President highlighted that the construction sector should be subject to certain timely changes to achieve the best outcome. The President made these remarks while addressing Construct 2015, the construction exhibition at the BMICH yesterday. The President was the chief guest at the exhibition held for the 15th consecutive year by the National Construction Association of Sri Lanka. We brought you the paper highlights from today's newspapers, and we will bring you more tomorrow. Have a nice day.